So, here I am, bright and early, at 6 in the morning. Never say that I don't do anything for my viewers. One of you reached out and told me that a New Year's chapter is coming up pretty soon. So, I thought it would be fun to push through like I normally do and get to that chapter. You said it's about 10 to 20 chapters off. You didn't really give me many specifics to work with, but I'm excited. And as you know, today is New Year's Eve, so wherever you are in the world, Happy New Year's Eve. I'm glad I could do this for you. So, you know, let's just do what we've always done, chill together, have fun, and read some Beastars. So, let's do it. Last we picked off was chapter 79, and Juno finally had her interactions with Haru and gained some perspective as to why Legacy liked her, and she's no longer in denial about not the carnivore, the herbivore charm that is able to win them over. So that was some good character development from Juno there, and she even encouraged Juno to reach out to Louis as well. So that might be a development somewhere down the line. So let's get on with it. We are on chapter 80. It looks like it's going to be a Shishigumi-centric chapter. We have Louis at the front cover with, that's not free, that's Ibuki right here, so let's do it. Oh, and apparently Paru Itagaki won the new creator prize at the 22nd Tezuka Osama Cultural Awards, so that's cool. The king of herbivores is conquering the back alley market with the king of beasts by his side. Oh, and by the way, before we start, I took a break on the 30th so I could let my voice heal. Despite what my videos would have you believe, I'm not really a talker. So, yeah, my voice was starting to crack a little bit, so you have to forgive me if it starts cracking during these reviews, but we're gonna power through it and we're gonna do it just for you guys. And since it's New Year's, let's just push for 100, or at least try to. No, we will make it to 100. Let's do it. Okay. I think if I ate you, you'd taste good. Okay. Be sure you saw the volume cover. Okay, alright. Alright, so this must be a flashback with Haru and Louis. Someone's memory. Is that your attempt at black humor? Do you think it's funny? Aw, they were so good together. And this is one of those forbidden love type of scenarios that they're in. Because as we know, Louis is already engaged to somebody else. I think he has a fiance already. Yeah, that's what that is. We have not seen her yet, but maybe we will at some point down the line. Well, if I were a carnivore, I would definitely think you would look delicious. Like this part. I can't even imagine you as a carnivore. We've got some nice and warm hands, don't we? I'm pretty sure we would both taste good. It calms me down to be with someone weak like me. Boss, we're here. Okay, so this was Louis' dream then. Okay, it was a dream. Sorry to interrupt your daydream. Don't worry, I haven't dreamed of Haru in forever. Why now? I appreciate all your work, Shishigumi. I don't even feel the slightest bit of guilt seeing herbivore meat being sold on the streets. Actually, since we're in a Shishigumi chapter, let's do this. If you haven't heard the sound, I still have to get to the anime, but if you haven't heard the soundtrack to, like, Beastars, like, I know the OP is a banger, and I know Season 2 is coming up, so I gotta watch Season 1, but I checked out the OP, and it does not disappoint. I need a new piano so I can play some of them. A new keyboard. Let's do it. So they have a really good reputation with the carnivores on the street, so that's pretty awesome. I really want to see a change. Like, I want to see be validated in his decisions in a certain way. I want to actually see how he's making the streets better, you know? Because you got to see it kind of sucks that I think it was a couple of chapters ago, wherever we saw Louis, when he was talking with those orphan street kids who were selling themselves to be eaten for money. That sucks, but I want to see his thought process on, on that type of thing. Because, there's only so much he can do with what he has. So, I don't know. It's just, Louis' situation is weird. It's like, he understands that there's no winning. So you just kind of have to play with the hand you're dealt. So, let's see. It's already been 4 months since I became a figure in the back alley market, and I've discovered many things. Meat-hungry carnivores aren't the only customers who come here. This place has no rules. I found that out myself. Hyper drugs. That's not subtle at all. Hyper drugs, okay. When I came to this place... Oh, what's this? Oh, you two must be from the Shishigumi. What is... Right now, we're explaining to the customer which parts do what. Oh, wait, so they... Huh, so even carnivores... This is a crocodile, so even carnivores, like, are sold in the back alley market? So they have them sectioned off, and I guess this is supposed to be some type of remedy or something? Yeah, each part of them has different attributes that they use for medicine or something like that. Clearly this is illegal. This isn't a thing. This is, like, inhumane. Wow. Respiratory problems, fatigue in sports, and I wonder what's the science behind this, or maybe it's just placebo. Ooh, okay. An old goat, huh? Okay, so this is a customer that they have. This is a business deeply hidden in the back alley market that sells carnivore meat. So everything goes in the back alley market, I guess. Oh, and look at these. Let's look inside of here. Okay, so they have like anatomy stuff right here, which makes perfect sense. God only knows what's in these jars right here. And this is actually a freaking terrifying place. Look at this. They have like test tubes, and it's filled with... I can't tell. Alright, these look like they're adults. Like, you have like a wolf in there. I think that's a tiger, or is it a lion? A jaguar, something, but they're all carnivores. Just being suspended in there, like preserved. That's scary. Holy. You know you're supposed to chain your materials when they're going berserk. This one seems awfully tame. He came here prepared. Oh, so he came by himself? He's selling himself out of his own will, so he won't be resisting. Okay, so if they're saying that, that means there's implication that they actually go out and hunt other carnivores and sell them unwillingly, and I'm guessing that's what these guys are right here. What the heck? So, okay, so it's not just so it's not just herbivores that have to worry about being predated on. Like, there's a whole black market for carnivores as well. And I suppose, okay, because I think like in the first couple of chapters, my question was, how do they handle like scarcity and like, say like if you had a very rare animal that had a lot of perceived value to it, like elephants, for example. You know how elephants are hunted in real life for their tusks. Do they have the same problems in a world like this? Like, are they still hunted and predated and like sold? Like, that's pretty messed up to think about. Because I know in some cultures they use deer antlers as a remedy. I forgot for what, but that's just one example. Okay, so continuing. He's selling himself out of his own volition. That's good for the customer. Bodies are hard to come by. The Camion is part of the crocodile. Order of crocodiles, okay. So if this is the customer, will this really cure my disease? Absolutely, our hyperdrugs are always effective. What's his disease? What kind of disease does Goat have? Shady as the rest of them. Hey, although I completely agree with you, it's not decent to interfere with business. So that's free saying that. Okay, so they're BSing. Like, I have a feeling these hyperdrugs are just placebo. Oftentimes is what they are. The hyperdrug. A drug made from combining crude drugs and carnivore material. Okay, so it's all garbage. It's popular with the rich and the superficial, the power hungry, the physically handicapped, and not to mention the financially handicapped carnivores. Okay, so that's why he's there, out of his own volition. He needs money, so he's literally selling himself. Like, I know lizards have a really good regenerative ability, so you know, I guess it would make sense to do something like this, knowing that this is something you can actually walk away from and even heal from. So, but this is still pretty terrifying, because imagine if it was anything else but a lizard. I mean, it's still terrifying that it is, but, you know, still. I'm doing this because I'm looking for money. Pick parts that'll keep my body stable, huh? Look at Louis' face. Like, I don't know, the tension in here is just... There's a different air in here. This chapter is giving me some type of feeling. I don't know, man. Especially with this goat right here. Clearly has money if he has bodyguards like that. One of those elites, probably. Alright, how old are you, ingredient? He calls him an ingredient. 37, I need to make some loans, but I ended up biting off more than I can chew and lost my possessions. Such a disturbing turnabout. He doesn't even see him like as a person. He's just ingredients to him to cure whatever disease he has. And that's man, this is a sad situation to be in. Like, I don't know, man. Like, if you're a student, I'm sure you could, like, college student, I'm sure you can empathize about being in debt. So, yeah. Like, there was this thing that some of my friends used to do. They used to go sell blood plasma and get money that way. So, you know, so I can kind of empathize with this guy right here. That it's just a crappy situation. Oh, I see, young reptile. For 10 years, my lower body has been paralyzed. Where's this going? Before I die, I would like to fix my relationship with my wife and enjoy her company for at least a night. Give me what I need, doctor. Oh my god. Wait. So what does he need, then? What part can fix that? Okay, prepare to sever the genitals. What? They're gonna take his balls? Wait, are they gonna take all of it? Wait. What did you just say? What about the anesthesia? They're not using anesthesia. What the heck? So they just chopped them off. No anesthesia whatsoever. Wait. Oh, look at Ibuki right here. Hold on. Where was he in this, Okay, so Ibuki's the closest. He's like the right-hand man to Louis. Literally on his right side, too. Okay, so look right now. Ibuki was the first to react and put his hand out to Louis' face so he doesn't have to see it. That's really... Man, I love Ibuki more and more. Like, the more I see him, his character is just solid to me. And as a person as well. So he's shielding Louis, right? I have a feeling Ibuki's kind of like a father figure to him, because this is something like a parental figure would do, right? Especially since Ibuki was the first to reach out to Louis the first time, you know, when he found out that he was throwing up his meat, he wasn't keeping up his strength, he went to go get him a salad, stuff like that, right? And now, look at this. Now, because Louis still a kid, right? And Ibuki's definitely been around for quite a while, and he's seen some stuff, so he's not bad. In fact, I don't get the impression that the Shishigumi, like the rest of the group, I don't get the impression that they're bad guys. I mean, sure they're bad guys, but that doesn't mean they're bad guys. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, Ibuki. Hey, what are you acting like my father for? Hey. Okay, so he didn't say that to him. That was just in his head. Let's see. The boss is only 18. He didn't need to see that. Ibuki, what's the point? 18 years is basically adult age. That was hard to watch, though. Haven't seen cruelty like that in a while. An emasculation without anesthesia. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that either. He's definitely mad at me. Sorry about that, boss. I don't feel like that undermined Louis, because he just had his best interest at heart. The hyperdrug business gets tons of money. That's why I'm using my status as an herbivore to support it. Aw, man. The doctors there are sensitive guinea pigs. They only agreed to have you guys as their bodyguards because you have a deer as your boss. Do you understand? Yeah, it's also because your skills at negotiation. In case you didn't know. I spent my childhood in an exceedingly harsh climate, completely different from coddled lions like you. Go back without me. I'm going to have a smoke. Alright. Oh, Ibuki's such a meddler. He became the boss's close aide and we didn't even notice. I noticed. But, I like how they trust Louis just to roam off on his own without running away. Because I feel like if Louis was gonna do it, he would have been made his getaway by now. But that's not on his mind. He has no intention of leaving. But of course, this is a Ibuki and Louis chapter, it feels. So Ibuki is naturally gonna follow him to make sure he's covered. Right now, I am standing tall. I was a mere fawn with the price tag, but now I get to look down on this whole entire market. So he's just taking it all in. There are too many weaklings that allow society to wither away. Boss, please don't think about jumping off. Why? Why would I kill myself now? I knew about how you spent your childhood, you know. It's a beautiful night outside. Wait, he knows? How does Ibuki know? Recover. Oh, wow. So was Ibuki sold as well? Was Ibuki sold in the back alley market as meat as well, or did he grow up like in this climate to the point where he had to actually like sell himself just to get by? That's really sad. Man, he is making his way up into my top 5. Makes you want to laugh, right? I got this tattoo when I was a kid. Imagine that. I'm who I am now because I ran away from there alone. We're not so different. Oh, Haru's calling. Oh, okay, so it picked up from when Juno told Haru to give Louis a call. So, will he answer it? Deep down I always knew it was true. But now I can feel it all over my body. Man, it'd be interesting to see how things would have played out if Ibuki didn't show up here. Because if he wasn't there, I feel like Louis would have picked up a phone, because this is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's symbolism for Louis' past life, the one he left behind, trying to reach out and bring him back, you know? Don't get me wrong, Ibuki's not bad, but this whole lifestyle for Louis, it's not healthy for him, you know? Oh man. Chapter 80. I already know Lava Scat. I'm not gonna miss the page. Let's see. Okay. Recovery from exhaustion. Okay. The life of a weakling is filled with sin. Oh, Louis threw his phone away. That's like a bad move. Like, what if you need your phone? Or, I don't know. He discards weakness to live for the moment. But now you don't have a phone. Lighten up, Ibuki. Why don't we go for a drink? I could drink till morning. Alright, cool. What a good chapter. It's simple, clean, but it was effective, though. Just thinking about these character situations, like, and it only serves to, like, solidify the bond between Ibuki and Louis even more, because Ibuki being older, he's coming from a place of understanding when in regards to Louis, because he's one of the few people in Louis's life that can legitimately say, I get it, and mean it, because he's lived it and he's been through it. So that's really awesome from Ibuki right here. Man, so that's so good. So yeah, that was Beastars chapter 80. We are gonna move on to chapter 81. Our goal is to reach 100 chapters today. So yeah, feel free to tune in at any time. I will see you then. Bye now.